Hello everybody, welcome to Learn Java. In this video, we are going to learn about dependency injection in Spring. Dependency injection, also known as DI, is a technique in which an object receives other objects that it depends upon. It also allows loose coupling of components. So let's say you need a phone. If you need a phone, you do not make a phone by yourself. There is a place called Phone Factory, which will assemble various components in a phone and will provide you a working phone. A phone is dependent on a battery, so a battery is injected to a phone. A phone is dependent on a screen, so a screen is injected to a phone. Similarly, a phone is dependent upon various factors, and all these various factors are injected to a phone. Finally, after injecting all the dependencies, a phone will be ready to use. Dependencies are like helper class. Screen helps to build a phone. Card reader also helps to build a phone. Dependency injection can be done in various ways, which are constructor injection and setter injection. In this video, we will learn about setter injection. Injecting dependency by calling setter method is called setter injection. You can have 3 steps for setter injection. That is, create a setter class, obviously, configure it in Xml file, and then finally call it in main method. So in this example, we will inject the camera dependency to our phone class. Go to your Eclipse IDE. Now let's create a package. Go to your Java project, right click, go to new and choose package. So I'm naming my package com.learnjava.setInjection. You can name it anything you want. So now let's create an interface. Right click on a package, go to new and choose an interface. So let's name our interface phone. So let's give a method name here. So we will simply display phone info. So we will have a method name called public string phone info. Let's go ahead and save this. Now let's create a class that will implement this phone interface. Right click on your package, go to new and choose a class. So let's say our class name is iPhone. Now this iPhone will implement our phone interface. Just search for phone, select this and click on finish. Let's remove this auto-generated stuff. Now let this return something like this is an iPhone. Let's go ahead and save this. So let's also create a default constructor here. So let's print out something here. Just type S out and control space. That will give you a print statement. So now here I will print. You can print anything you want. So I will print constructor of iPhone. Let's go ahead and save this. A phone has various parts, so let's create an interface known as parts. Right click on a package, go to new and choose interface. So let's create an interface and name it parts. So we will also give a method name here that is public string. We will just get the parts, so we will name it public string get the parts. Let's go ahead and save this. Now let's say you want to click some pictures. So if you want to click some pictures, you need a camera. So let's create a camera class here. Right click on your package, go to new, choose class. So let's create a camera class, and this is a part of a phone, so we will add the interface called parts. Select the interface and you are done with this. So let this return something like clicking pictures. Let's go ahead and save this. So now we want this camera, which is our dependency, to be injected to our iPhone.java class. So first of all, let's go to our phone interface and let's create one more method name, that is public string get parts. Let's go ahead and save this. So let's go to our iPhone class and let's add the unimplemented methods. So what we are going to do is set the injection, and let's create a private field first. So we'll create a private field for our parts interface. Let's go ahead and save this. So now we need a setter method. So right click on a class, go to source and go to generate getters and setters. So we only want the setter method here, so just click on the setter method and click on generate. So this should give you the setter method, that is public void set parts. So we have our setter method without doing any coding. So we will just call our setter method to get the parts. So that is parts dot control space get the parts. Let's go ahead and save this. So as this is a Spring project, it is time for some configuration. Go to your source folder, right click, go to new and go to other. We want to create an XML file here. Choose XML file, go to next and let's name it application context. Now go to your favorite browser, go to this website, copy this code, now go to your application context, delete this line and go ahead and paste it that you have copied from the link in the description. Let's go ahead and save this. So now we want to create a bean here. So let's first of all create our bean for our parts class, that is for our camera class. So let's create a bean for our camera, that is our dependency in our phone. So let's give the bean tag. Now let's give the ID. As this is a part of a phone, we will give the ID the parts, and we also have to give a class name, that is fully qualified class name, which will be your package name dot your class name. So there is a shortcut for this. Go to your camera.java class, take your cursor in camera, right click. Somewhere you'll find something like copy qualified name, which will copy the fully qualified name for you. So copy that. So go ahead in your application context and paste it right here. So let's save this. So we have created our bean for our camera class. So what this will do is just create an object for your camera class, that is camera is your class name. The parts will be your variable name is equals to new camera. Now let's create a bean ID for our iPhone.java class. Let's go to our iPhone.java class. Let's take our cursor here near iPhone, right click and copy fully qualified name like we did just before. Go to your application context.xml file and paste it. So inside this bean we are going to inject the dependency, that is our setter dependency. So here we will inject our setter dependency. So we will give property. So we'll just close this tag. So our property name will be parts, and we will give a ref. So the ref must be the bean ID of the class that it is dependent upon. So we'll just go ahead and copy this and paste this. So now Spring will look for the method name setParts. Spring will capitalize the first word, that is P, and insert set at the beginning. So Spring will look for this method inside your iPhone class. So what Spring will do with the help of this line is create an object for the iPhone. The phone is equals to new iPhone, and we'll also create this method, the phone dot set parts, the parts. Remember, this must be equal to this bean ID. Let's go ahead and save this. So now to run this we actually need a main class. Go to your package, right click, go to new and create a class. So we will name this setter di. So we also want to create in this main method because we want to create a main method in this class. So here are some simple steps we want to do in our main class, that is load the Spring container, very important, and this is the first thing we have to do while using Spring. Then retrieve the bean, call the method, finally close the Spring container. So let's go ahead and load the Spring container. Just type class path and control space and choose class path XML application context. So I'm naming this context, you can name this whatever you want, is equals to new, and again do control space and choose this. So here you have to give your configuration file name, that is application context.xml. So make sure you do not make any spelling mistake here, otherwise your compiler will not find your application context.xml file and you'll probably get an error. So let's retrieve the bean in type phone. My phone is equals to get the bean we use getBean method. So just choose the getBean method. So now we have to give the bean ID. Go to your application context.xml file, copy the bean ID, and paste it. So let's give the class name. So we will give interface name, that is phone.class. So now we will call the method. Actually we will print the method. Just type s out, control space, and let's print out the method. My phone dot, let's first print out our phone info. Now let's also do system out and again print our another method, that is our get part, which is also our dependency. So let's go ahead and close our Spring container. Context.close will close the Spring container for you. Let's go ahead and save this. Let's now run this program. So you can see our program is running well and good. So this is our default constructor which will be printed, and this is an iPhone is the method from our phone class, and clicking pictures is actually our dependency that we have injected using setter injection. Spring has made everything easy for us, so we only consult to object factory. It will look into configuration and it will give the dependencies you required ready to use. Thank you for watching this video, and remember, coding requires practice.